players getting reacquainted prior to the tip. A pretty loose atmosphere out there. Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest live from the Time Warner Cable Arena. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. Someone will be keeping an eye on, of course, LeBron James.
Well, it's an almost impossible task guarding him. He's so strong and quick. LeBron is like a locomotive bearing down. You see why teams have to give hard fouls to stop him, because a little bit of contact just is not going to be enough to stop him.
Hey, Steve, a lot of contact isn't enough to stop the freight train LeBron James. I mean, he draws so much attention defensively, but what makes him special is how he can punish a defense for overcommitting, because I think his greatest attribute amongst all of his great attributes is his passing ability.
And just a single game trip away from Cleveland for the Cavaliers. Looking at the first half of the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, I briefly spoke with David Blatt. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin will see if they can force him into a tough night.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Took him no time at all on that one.
Defensively as he continues to grow.
Inside, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Shumpert. He's got 5. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Cleveland?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
And Shumpert, fantastic athlete, great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
Here's Roberts. He's covered by Irving. And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We'll take a look at the Cavaliers. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Clark. I mean, the expectations were definitely higher than where they are right now. And, you know, given what we thought they had talent-wise, it's kind of hard to believe.
Elected by Love. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
And Sean Marion with the slam.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Here's Roberts, covered by Irving. Roberts passes to Stevenson. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Biombo in the post, guarded by Marion. And the dunk by Biombo. Here's Dellavedova, averaging 8 points a game. J.R. Smith on the wing. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And the first quarter comes to a close. Defense winning out so far. Cavaliers lead by 8. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
The second verse is dedicated to the man who's concerned with his friends and his family.
Hornets trail by 8. And here's Henderson.
A moment here now to see how the numbers stack up for Smith. 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
And Steve, I really think he deserves an awful lot of credit for making it into the top 10 in three-point shooting. I mean, that's pretty high-quality marksmanship when you're a top 10 three-point shooter.
On on the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. You've got J.R. Smith. Tristan Thompson is out there with Hayward. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Miller in at the 3. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, we all know that Lance Stevenson is fearless, and as far as he's concerned, that's a product of his Brooklyn upbringing. He said players there have a, quote, feeling that nobody can stop them on the floor. Former teammate Paul George said of it, that's Lance. He's a New York player. They play with that kind of confidence. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly served him well. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Cleveland. Miller. Taken away by Williams with the block. He kicks to Henderson. Wide open look. Good. Henderson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Hornets. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Dishes to Haywood. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
Lance Stevenson subbed in for Gary Neal. And it's Varejão penetrating, and that one's good. Varejão's got
him to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And back to the camera system we were talking about, some teams using it more than others, but they are starting to find and use all sorts of data, Steve, from Roberts got his second bucket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Dellavedova, the pass to Shumpert. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Hornets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Vonleh dishes to Kid Gilchrist. And he lays it straight in. Kid Gilchrist has got 6 in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Shumpert kicks to Miller. Here's Dellavedova. And another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
Hornets trail by 10. Stevenson with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Stevenson kicks to Roberts. Back to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. The feed to Roberts. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Roberts got 8.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Kevin, there's no doubting Charlotte a much improved defense last season. Coach Steve Clifford said, to take the next step, we're going to have to become more balanced, play the same level of defense, and do a better job offensively. We need more aspects to our offense. For one, consistency getting up the floor and attacking before the defense is set. Can they do it? We'll see, guys.
They've added some pieces, Doris. We'll see how they do. Thanks. Dellavedova, the pass to Shumpert. Varejão setting the pick for Shumpert. Miller, there's the triple, and he gets it to go. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On the wing, Stevenson, guarded by Marion, and it's good.
Wow.
Here's Love, makes the most of the high percentage shot. Love's got 5 now. Back to Stevenson. With the fadeaway, and he gets it to go. Stevenson's got 11 points. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Cleveland ahead, up by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been a clinic out there by Lance Stevenson.
Well, his ability to disrupt passes and get a hand on the ball, force a turnover, make a steal, it's been really impressive.
When he defends you, he basically forces you to play perfect. Any lapse of concentration, and he'll pick your pocket.
Kid Gilchrist and Vonleh at the forwards. Ryan Roberts out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Kicks to Vonleh. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Roberts passes to Vonleh. And Roberts kicks to Jefferson. Buries it down low. Outside Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shoot.
Dishes it to Stevenson. Jefferson. He's guarded by Love. Cleveland leading by 6. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Rebound Love. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ron right side. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
LeBron came into the league with a ton of talent and skill and hyper expectations, but he's done everything he can to hone and refine his game since his rookie year, and I think his climbing field goal percentage is an example of that.
And Neal kicks to Stevenson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And you look at his efficiency down low. LeBron has come a long way, Steve, from his rookie season when he shot just over 41%.
Well, it makes sense, Kevin. I mean, the post game is sort of the hardest thing.
Thompson with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Jones the pass to Thompson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Irving dishes to Love. Back to Irving. Jones. He's guarded by Williams. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Hornets trail by 8. With the lead pass. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Henderson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Now just a 4-point Cleveland lead.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Clock management. This is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, and now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Irving finishes inside. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead. Charlotte has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. LeBron with it. He's got 14. Here's Shumpert. No good on that last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers lead by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Cavaliers leading by 8. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got LeBron James. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Marion in at the 4-man position. Now a look at the Cavaliers' upcoming schedule. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. He misses the free throw.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team.
On the assist.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Kevin Durant last season's MVP, but LeBron James has won 4 in the last 6 seasons. He's one of only 5 players to ever win that many, and you can bet he'd love to win a few more.
And you remember LeBron James came within 1 vote of being the league's first ever unanimous MVP back in 2013.
Yeah, he got 120 out of 121 votes. And you know the question was, who did not vote for him? That's a conversation for another time. One sports writer did choose Carmelo Anthony. He said he didn't expect to be the only one. Now he lives.
The writer does.
That's exactly right. Good. Now that's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean,
by 12, and here we go. And Jefferson throws it down.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight.
Passes it to Biyombo. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Jefferson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. They stop the run. And finished off by Jefferson.
Boy, I like the way he carved out just enough space to get his hands on the missed shot.
In the fourth, right around 46-47%. And it's blocked by Love. And now the fast break. Marion with the ball. And then Shumpert slams it in.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Stevenson drives in, out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Ron, he's checked in for Sean Marion. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Love dishes to LeBron. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Stevenson against Shumpert. And Stevenson kicks to Vonleh. Here's Henderson. Jump shot is good that time. Henderson's got 13 points in the second half. Cleveland leading by 15. Out of bounds.
Steve, I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
And here's Love for 3. And another Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Hornets trail by 14. Here's Roberts. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Dishes to Neal. Shot off the pick. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.